Hello, everyone. This is my first recorded video. I'm kind of nervous. Um, be gentle with me, okay? So, um, I'm on the weekly chart. I'm gonna go over Friday's price action and my thoughts about Friday's price action, and that is Friday, May the 24th, 2024. So right now we're on the weekly chart, and I've put lines on the high and low of the previous week. Where this line is, right there, that dotted line, that's the start of last week. So now I'm going to drop down to the daily chart. Boom, boom. Okay, here we go. And on Friday, I was looking for a bullish move. Um, yeah, and I'll go into more about why I did that. But starting from the daily chart, this candle on Thursday took both sides of Wednesday's price action. So I knew that price was going to want to pull up into that area. But when we go down to the 4 hour and 1 hour, I'm going to show you one place that I had concern, and then I'm going to show you why that stopped being a concern of price going lower on Friday. Okay, let's go to 4 hour. I was looking right at this fair value gap right here. Just highlight this. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Okay, so I was thinking that price could go all the way down to this green area where that fair value gap is, because if you see these two, you can see it more clearly when you drop down to a lower time frame. But these two candles, that candle 6 a.m. on Wednesday and 1800 on Tuesday, those are equal lows. And so this candle on Wednesday, it almost went into that fair value gap, but it didn't quite reach it. And I was like, okay, maybe price can reach all the way down there on Friday. But then when I woke up in the morning, I saw this candle. You see that candle, that 1800 candle? Let's zoom in. You see the body of that candle? There's no wick. I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about that candle. But what I do know is that I've seen it plenty of times, and in the places that I have seen it, that has been the low of whatever price run was happening, right? So that has been like the stop sign for price going any lower. That's just something that I picked up on. I don't know how realistic that is. So once I woke up and I saw that, I knew that I was going to go long. Okay, so let's drop a line on this candle, this bullish candle right here. I mean, this bearish candle. I'm going to put it on the opening, and I'm going to put some lipstick on this pig, and I'll be right back. Okay, um, so I dropped a line on the on the high of this 4 hour candle because the next one was bullish. And what I was looking for is to see if there was a 1 hour fair value gap underneath the 4 hour high, because if there was, then that's a high probability situation. And boom, there it is, right there. So when I saw that, I dropped it like this green box there to help me out like further in the day. Okay, okay, so I've dropped down to the 15-minute chart um, from the 1 hour chart because I found what I needed, which was the 1 hour fair value gap. I'm going to drop a line on midnight. Okay. And see here. I was looking for something bullish. After 9:30, I was looking for my move. And I just want to show you here that I'm going to take this line off now that you know what that is. Do you see this candle right here, this 15-minute candle? That's a rejection block to me. And that rejection block is happening, like the wick of that is happening inside of that 1 hour fair value gap. So I know that that rejection block is valid. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. It's hard for me to explain. But because that rejection block happened in that area, what I do is I put a line there and I put a line on the bottom of it, and I know that any area inside that wick is good for a move up. Again, this is on the 15-minute time frame, and so I'm going to drop down to a 5-minute time frame because I was really looking to get in on an OTE position, right? Like, does that make any sense? 5 minutes. Okay, so what I did was I got my fib and I put it here. Not working. And I dragged it up to here. Nice and T. Oh, this looks really busy. So I'm going to take this green area off because now we know, like, that's where I was looking for price to bounce anyway. Let's remove that. Okay, you see this is 9:30. I was looking for something after 9:30 open, right? So when price went in here, it was 8:30. So I needed to wait. But as I was waiting at 9:30, the bodies of this candle, let me show you. The bodies, I got some higher bodies than this body. So I moved the fib to the higher body. And I just keep moving it until it gives me 50%, right? But in this case, it dropped into that 50% area, and it dropped inside of that 15-minute rejection block that was inside of the 1 hour fair value gap. That's a lot of stuff together. So I knew this was a go. Okay. Now this is this is the 5-minute chart, but I'm going to drop down to the 1-minute chart to show you, like, to refine everything. And you see that it went up to the 1 standard deviation. That was a target anyway. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm on the 1-minute chart, and this, this area is from the 15-minute chart. And once I saw this candle right there, let me zoom in. We got an order block. I'm scared to say that word now because I guess everybody has been using it, and according to ICT, nobody knows what they're talking about. When I see this bearish candle and then this bullish candle, right? Whenever I see that in an area that I expected price to be bullish, anyway, that's very important in my opinion. Once I see that happen, I drop a line on the opening of that candle. I'm going to change it, the color and stuff. And if price holds like this, you see that? It's holding, and then you have that. If price is holding, okay, yeah, you're right, right? But let's say you missed this because you wanted to trade after 10 a.m. That's fine. I'm going to take this stuff off. What a lot of people would have done looking for OTE, in my opinion, would have gone from they would have taken their fib And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because I saw it in a Discord channel that I was in. They're like, oh, I missed the 50%. They took the fib, they put it on those bodies of the candles, and they brought it up to that body right there. And do you see how it just missed it by 50%? Well, the issue was is that they put it on the wrong low, in my opinion. Because to me, look at this. Look at this swing right here. Short-term low. I don't know if that's long-term or intermediate, but I'm just going to call it intermediate. And then another short-term low. And so when we have a run-up like that, and I see this right here, I put it on the most recent low. The most recent low would be this short-term low right here. So let's put my fib on the body of that, bring it all the way up to that candle, bang, right there. And now you couldn't use that. You know, if you were getting in right here, you can't use this fib projection for the projections. You would have to go back to that 5-minute chart from earlier. But I want to talk to you guys about this black line that I've put up there. So I'm gonna have to go back up like the 15-minute time frame. Let's see, because I use that as a target. I want to show something. Okay, so I was looking to be bullish, and I was. You see this fair value gap here? It's open. That's an open fair value gap. And price kept moving up, but price kept moving up, and you know, holding itself above this fair value gap. So I knew that it was reaching for the end of a range to the left side of the chart. I also saw this in the Discord somewhere, is that people would see this whole thing and they would think that this right up here is the end of the range. But in my opinion, the range starts and ends, or whatever, like a range starts or begins or ends in the most recent place that price took both sides. So if you were looking at this, it kind of looks like price took both sides, because it did. I mean, that's the swing high, right? It comes up, takes the high, and then takes the low. But look at this candle right here. You see that candle? That 15-minute candle? You see? It took both sides of the candle to the left of it. So if you dropped all the way down to a 1-minute chart, you would see that price took both sides right there at that area. So before it even got up there, I was looking at this candle right here. And then I had one more thing confirm that, like, I wanted to get out right there. So I'm going to go down to the 1-minute chart. Okay. First, I'm going to show you that area I was talking about in the 15-minute chart. There it is. Price took both sides right there. High, higher high, drop. So price came up, went above the high, then went below its low. That's price taking both sides. So let's scrub over to Friday. When I entered, I didn't get the exact bottom, but I entered somewhere right in here. I wanted to see how far it would go up. I took my fib. I took it. If I expect price in this whole thing, if I expect price to go up, that means that I expect it to go to at least here, right? Because it's trying to exit this small range. So I wanted to see how far above the range it could go. So I took my fib and I put it on the, 1 second. took my fib, I put it on the low of that, and I put it on the highest candle wick immediately to the left. Bang, right there. Do you see that? The negative 1.5 standard deviation is exactly the high of that 15-minute candle that took both sides. I know if someone is new to hearing me talk about, my ideas and projections of the market or whatever, it looks like I just kind of picked this or whatever, but the guys in the Discord know, like, sometimes I get it wrong. Well, I get it wrong a lot of times, but I get it wrong because I keep trying different things. But this is what made me feel safe about taking it up to that 15-minute candle that took both sides because of that projection right there. If I know that price is going to leave the range, we're trying to figure out how far above the range it can go. Like if you entered in here, you want to see how high it can go, right? So that's what I did. I did that. And then you, like ICT mentions, you have to find like projections that are confluent. Is that a word? Confluent? Okay, let's go to a 5-minute chart. I don't know if this is going to work. This is my first time doing this. Let's see. Okay, well, look, see, these are about this is exactly $2 apart. So at least in that area is something you would be looking for as a target, in my opinion, right? That's what I did. Sometimes the prices will match exactly and price won't even go there during the day. So it's just about testing, back testing, and stuff like that. Hold on. Okay, well, thanks for watching. There's a whole lot more that I could have talked about, I guess, but I was only talking about the bullish move that I was looking for. And there's a couple of things I missed, but I think I hit the most important ones, the ones that mattered the most for me. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments and please be nice about it. Okay, subscribe and share. Bye.